It's so weird.
Okay.
So should I be signed in under courses, or am I just listed as the co-host under opinion at commonhealthaction.org?
Hold on one second. It's in there. So it says okay. Trying to figure out why.
Yeah, I'm not even a co-host on here.
No, hold on. You are a co-host. All right, I'm trying to figure out why. Oh, I think I know why. Never mind. No. So what I'm trying to figure out, Olivia, trying to troubleshoot right now is why it is not streaming.
What was it that you did?
And okay, so
With
I'm
me, you and Trump?
Yeah. Look, I'm going through it all right now, and I'm on like everything's there. That's why I'm like, okay, it's because it is showing that it's up on like I'm checking the thing in IW. I hope everyone is on the right one, because even I'm not, it's not even showing for me. I don't know. And this is what's concerning me. I'm doing this all over again just to make sure. I'm checking the link, double checking it. I mean, I did this even before we started. It's okay. Saving it, refreshing it. I don't know. I do not know why. I mean, because it's on YouTube. That's what I said, you know, it's but the thing of it is, it's like if it's on YouTube, it says it's streaming live. It is streaming live. So that much I knew I got. I know I have. I have checked the shared link 3-4 times, and I'm like, what else is there? What else am I missing? I'm in it. It's still streaming live from here. Let me do this. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm about to Slack Trung and be like, invite him into this room. So I'm like, okay, help me understand, like, see if there's something that I'm missing. Let me invite him into this. All right.
So is this, did you add the Zoom link into the YouTube, the course's YouTube profile? Is that what you're doing? Like how are you live streaming it?
Guess I can probably show you better. All right. I'm going to share the screen with you as well so you can see what I'm doing. Why is it not coming up?
Hey, so where are we?
Okay, so I'm about to share this. I'm like, this is troublesome. I have, even before we started the meeting, I triple checked to make sure that the code is right, code is there. So, because it's streaming live on YouTube. I don't know if you could see that. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
So it's streaming live on YouTube.
Yeah. So
It's
that's the important part,
live
actually,
again.
like, because that's the most
Right.
honest.
So, like I said, I have triple checked, done this, shared, and have gone here, edit. Okay. It's there, right? And we go all the way up to there. Got it. Go all the way up to embedded.
No.
No?
It's been cut. You have to copy it, not cut, right?
Oh,
It has to
does
be in
that
both
really-
places.
okay, well. Okay, then that is where, look, okay. Oh,
No.
sugar fruit.
Yeah. Just copy the
Never
link
mind.
again from YouTube,
Yeah.
and then try it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, dude, you've gotten like all the way through the hard steps. This last step is like, it's
I know,
tricky,
but it was like,
no, don't do that. Okay.
don't do what?
Oh, it was, the prompt was not a good prompt. Okay.
Okay. Copy, not cut. But it's, I mean, I'm doing it, but it's copying the same thing to me. I'm like, 1, 2. Nope, now that has a double one there. That doesn't have a double. Okay, save it.
Hold on, let me go to Interwoven and see what's going on. Those URLs might be like inverted.
I think it's running now. No, it's not.
No, so I think, so hold on, can you stop the share? I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so if I go to edit here,
Yeah.
I think the long description URL, it might be the
Mhm.
YouTube. Is it the youtube.com one? Because then it would be flipped. So if I go back to YouTube, right? I go here into my channel.
Yeah,
No, it's a studio,
the
sorry.
studio, yeah.
Where's it broadcasting on the studio? Here, there it is. All right, so right here is what we're looking for, right?
Right.
No.
What do you, okay, yeah. You want to go here.
Yeah,
Oh,
the stream
I see.
part. So
Yeah.
what we want is the stream URL,
Yes.
or is it another one? This is so like Olivia can see too.
No, no, no. For, you're talking about what, the one that you embed into?
Yeah,
No, we go here to the arrow, the share with.
okay. So we're live. One is the stream URL.
Okay, so do you see where I'm pointing here? The, over there where the icon is for the profile for Culture of Health? Yes. Yes. And then that's the code that you embed.
In the studio.
Now that's
Here?
that you embed it. Yes, you embed that on in the interwoven. That's the code you go into interwoven with. Am I making sense?
Yeah, where on the screen do you want me to go? So like this is us, so we can walk through it together.
Yeah. So from there, now that you've copied it, we go to.
I haven't copied anything.
Okay.
So if I'm here, if me and Olivia are here, where do we go?
Okay. Go to create the icon and the plus sign.
Okay. Go live.
Live. Go live.
All right, so this takes us back to
Okay.
where we need to be.
Right. So the section, the very first one, fall convening run through, click on that. Okay, well, let's double click on it because we want to get inside of it. Go down, double click. Okay, great. Okay, so go to where it says in stream, don't in stream, but over there you see the arrow
Yeah,
at the top right.
the share
Click
button.
that, share button, click that. And that's when you copy that one. Yeah, put that in the long description, correct? Okay, and then you go and then you highlight that up into, yep, there you go. And then you highlight that up into the embedded section. There you go, click OK. Click save, go scroll back up. Well, you didn't save it.
It's working.
And I'm like, why wasn't it working before? That's exactly what I've been doing before.
I know. I don't know why. I saw you do it. It just got finicky.
Yeah, but look how long it took for that. That's why I was like, I didn't change anything. This will crack my nerves.
I walked through it with you. You walked through it with Olivia. Like we all did it together, so we know. So I'm going to go back into the other room and then I'll tell them.
Right. He says it's working, so.
All right, well then I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen as if we're
Yes, so
with the presentation.
look, yes, please. Yeah. I'm like, okay, let me go back now for mine for do the day of. Right. Hold on, simulate walkthrough. So, one moment. So do you have the slide up? now? I'm assuming cities. I hate this. Blind. I forgot. They can hear me.
Yeah, so I'm sharing my screen right now.
Mm-hmm.
So during this run of show, I think we should have a check on Slack going so that we know what their conversation is in the other Zoom,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
so
work
that we
out.
know exactly what's going on and what they're saying.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So moving on from that, we're going to go. So understand that there is a lag of 30 seconds that they're seeing. So
Yeah.
maybe then they'll catch up. And I got to remember that whole touching my face and doing all that, because what we discovered is that I cannot go off camera. Like I thought that I could stop you just stop the camera where you won't see my likeness. If I do that, then it shuts down. I thought that it can just show the icon, but it cannot. So I have to be on camera the whole time, which is going to be very unnerving, but we're going to make this work. So.
Okay. So
Yeah, this is not.
I'm not on Interwoven, so I don't know what they're seeing.
I know, that's why I'm like, this is just not going to work. Hold on.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, so Rachel says it's not on, so it's not on for Rachel.
It's on for me. Like I'm watching us live right now.
Okay. All right.
I just turned off the sound so that it doesn't echo.
Yep. Which is what I am going to have to do. All right. So I'm assuming now that Rachel is on, everybody is on because she just slacked me. So she is on. Okay. Right, they can see it.
Okay, so I'm moving to the next slide.
So hold tight 2 seconds. I'm going to bring myself up, get myself oriented 1 second, pull up my own little agenda. And okay. Great. Back out for myself. Okay, so let's just go ahead and move to the next slide. And I see something, it said Trung is testing the slot, is testing the screen size. I don't know what that means. Okay. So they are practicing blowing up the chat session in Interwoven, I guess trying to make it enlarge it so that people can see it is my understanding. And this is what I'm going to do. 1 second, got it here. I'm going to bring this. I'm trying to catch it with, oh shit. Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
Hey, what's going on? Is everything looks like it's working on our end, and they're gonna see me in a few seconds. So, D, you're on mute.
What is going on with me now is that I was trying, and like I said, I just can't do it. I gotta have Interwoven on, even if it's on mute. I gotta have it. I just can't. I'm so disoriented.
Do you have your iPad?
Yeah. So
you can have Interwoven on your iPad. Just completely take the sound out.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I tried it today.
I wouldn't have it on your PC though.
Yeah. No, I have 2 units, but this one is, okay, I don't know what's going on right now. But so anyway, so I was trying to do it this way. We were just doing it one, but I can't do it. It's just not, I'm completely disoriented without looking at it. So it's worse for me. I'd rather have the lag time.
Okay, yeah, as long as that audio isn't creating a feedback loop, whatever works for you to do it. Yeah, that's fine.
Yep, I can't do it.
And Olivia, do you understand like what happened for the configuration, or do you want me to walk you through it again?
You and I can walk through it after this run or so, just
cool.
to run through it again. But so are we actually going through this with like y'all are speaking, pretending like this is the real thing?
No, this is
I had in my head.
D,
yes,
is that
that's
what you
what I had
wanted?
in my head as well.
Okay,
yes.
So do you need to?
It's just so that I wanted everyone to be right. Someone needs to role play certain parts. Yes. So
okay.
With Tara, she needs.
Okay, I'll ask Tara to come in. I'll give her the link to this.
Yes.
And then we'll watch, and that'll be that. So I will be back. I will leave here so I can go back there.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
And I mean, it can be a quick run of show. It doesn't have to be verbatim exactly what is going to be said. I just want to go through the motions so I know exactly the keys for the signs up and everything.
Hi.
Hey, Tara.
I thought I was in trouble.
Never.
Sent to the principal's room.
So Tara, what we're going to have you do is I'll do the simulator where I'm going to introduce you. You just read a couple of sections of your poem if you want to be able to do that so people can understand how the flow of it is going to be.
Oh,
I'm not really worried
Let
about
me
you,
find it.
quite honestly.
I haven't practiced at all. I'm sorry. Let me even find it.
So
Let me
this
find
is what
it.
the run through's for. So it's like, okay.
I could change things. You know me. You know how we.
So should I just start from the beginning, from the second slide deck where second slide where it says welcome, fall convening?
Yes, please.
Wait, did. Here we go. Talking points.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So good afternoon, everybody. Welcome, leaders. Thank you guys so much. My name is Deidre. I am going to be your moderator for today for this fall convening. And with that, I want to introduce you all to Miss Tara Hacker, and she is going to bring you guys welcome and give you guys an overview for the day. Tara?
Welcome, welcome, everyone. It's so great to be here with you. I want to thank Nettie for leading us in this wellness session. I can't see my talking points, blah, blah, blah. Here's a poem. I don't know if you should be advancing slides at this point. Yes.
Yes.
Is this the poem?
Yeah. She's going to read it. So this
That's
will be
the slide?
up when she's reading the slide. Yes.
Okay.
That slide will be up as you're reading your poem.
Okay. So it is by Katrina Rodriguez, My State of Mind. What seeds can you plant today so that you can bloom and blossom tomorrow? On rainy days, may you have compassion for yourself as much as you give it to others. Planting the seeds of sitting with yourself will help you grow your own garden of authenticity. Baby steps for baby stems to baby sprouts. And there's more.
Okay. All right. That works. Then to the next slide. And then that's when you will hand that over to, well, it would be
Rachel? Yeah, who is it going to?
Gail.
Let's see.
I know I'm all like, hold on now, I gotta bring mine back up.
Oh,
Tell you exactly who's going next.
yeah.
So this one this is when then you would hand it off to Jeff or to Gail. In this one, you would just, Gail would then talk about hers, greetings, what have you. And then, so I need to bring Rachel into this. Basically, I should have had you all, I should have had you, Rachel, and Jeff in this Zoom, and that's on me. I should have had you guys in this Zoom and had you lined up for the purpose of this one. So.
Do you want to pull us, because this would help. Do you want me to just ask Jeff and
Yes.
them to join that link that
Yes, that
is
is
the one
correct.
that, okay, let me just.
Yes. So when we're in and just so you know, when I'm sending the letter out to presenters, they will have this link in there. So they'll already have this already. The link that you guys are now getting into for the Zoom, they'll have that. But also during the briefing, I'll make sure that they have it again. So, but this is, everyone that is presenting will have this, so, and they will know. Okay.
Let's Slack them. Let's see if they.
All right. I don't see.
I just Slacked them, so give them a.
Yeah, just, oh, there she
I'm
goes.
here. I'm here.
I'm sorry about that. I saw her come in, but I don't, okay.
Yeah, I invited Rachel straight from the participant list.
Oh,
I just didn't have Jeff's.
okay.
That's why I couldn't send it to him too.
So, well, let's see. Maybe Jeff saw it. Oh, shoot. I'm not even using that.
Okay. So we're just going to keep moving along because it's already 4:15 and I don't want to prolong anybody else. So what would happen is then we're going to go off and Rachel, and you'll talk about, do your thing with the main stage and tips for the, you'll do your overview, Rachel.
Okay. So the
Rachel,
signature
is it the right-hand side?
is what the right-hand side?
Please use the conversation space on the right. It says left.
It is, yeah. I'll update it. Mm-hmm. And it might be moved again. So I'll make sure it's accurate.
That's true. That is.
Okay, so this is me doing an overview of the convening, treat sessions on the main stage like a webinar, and then follow the agenda for your cohort specific sessions. Be sure to use your e-gift card. We encourage you to organize a dinner or a meal with leaders in your area. If you want to find a leader in your area, go to the community section on Interwoven or drop your city into the chat and people can connect with each other. If you have a tech issue, use the tech help form on the page. I'm really excited to see you all, and I'm going to pass it over to Gail.
Well,
or whomever.
Gail goes before you, and then Gail's going to pass it to you. And then you'll pass it back to me, and I'm going to be like, all right, Gail, Rachel, everyone, thank you so much. Because in that, I believe you're also going to go over, wait, did you go?
I can go over the agenda. I'll go over the agenda.
Yes. And then so we'll simulate you went over the agenda, then you'll pass it back over to me. And then I'm going to say, okay, great, everybody. So if you can, just please scroll down here on the agenda. We're now going to go into your specific cohort rooms. So please do that. And we'll see you guys back at 3:15. So I got to figure out, well, I say figure out, but Trung is trying to come in because I cannot turn my screen off. I can't, when I say screen off, I mean, I can't go,
Well, so
Okay, the screen switches to whoever's speaking. So like when Tara was speaking, she was on screen and not you.
How did
So-
you get that? Oh, in the live
In the
feed?
live stream,
Live stream,
yeah, in
okay.
the live stream,
Okay.
switch to whoever's speaking at the time. That's why it's very important to pin the speakers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we should probably try that once we come back into.
Mm-hmm.
Dee, I wonder if it's because you're screen sharing, right? Or is it Liv?
I'm screen sharing.
Oh, so why can't you take your video off? Can you not see the dashboard to stop video?
No, I can.
No, I thought Dee was saying she couldn't do that.
Well, when I was doing the video beforehand, what we learned in one of the sessions we were doing the tech runs is that when I stopped video, like right now, like how you see this, that on IW, it was just showing a black hole. It showed nothing. It was the screen was, but we weren't sharing slides. So maybe that makes a difference.
Oh,
Yeah,
so does that like,
The
Sorry,
slides
go
will
ahead, Trung.
mitigate that. Well, the slide should mitigate that. That's why I'm watching right now to see what happens. But I'm pretty sure because when we're doing the slides, the speaker box is up in the right corner. So
Mhm.
I'm watching it now. Dee, you just went off. You stopped it, and then Tara was speaking. Tara's on. So if you're not talking, well, if you don't have video and you're talking, it won't show anything. It'll just be the slide.
Oh,
It's
so right
actually
now my,
pretty nifty.
Right
so
now,
right
no
now
one is
because
on, but they can hear us. Whoever's talking, they can still hear. But if you don't have your video on, they won't be able to see you.
Yeah,
Okay,
got
it'll
it.
just be the slide.
great. Even better. Okay. Look, because I was really concerned about that and having to literally be on, like,
Yeah, that's hard. I know.
instruction and not doing this because I'm good
Check your face, your reactions.
I'm really bad with that, and I was like, this is going to be horrible. Okay,
Yeah. no,
so,
get it.
all right, so there now everybody's come back, and then we would then transition over to the next slide because now it's so now it's 3:15. Now they're going into their willing to Slack me, there are 2 chat areas in interwoven. I don't know what that means, but there are 2 chat, she just, willing to Slack me said there are 2 chat areas in interwoven.
Yeah,
So-
I'll take care of that.
Okay, so then from there, everyone then, so this is what will be on the main stage. So anybody comes back, they'll see that, they'll know where to self-select. And then now, okay, we've done the walk and talk, he's closed them out. So now we come back. And then I'm going to say, everybody, I said, okay, well, welcome back. At this time, so what we're going to do at this time, I'll have everything written out, so I won't wing it. I will write out my statements. We are going to have Marsha Connor and Corinne Chacon. They are going to speak a little bit about interwoven and some of the benefits that you guys can have with that. So Marsha, Corinne, and then they'll do their presentation. And then, so they've done their presentation. Next slide. All right, well, everybody, thank you guys so much. I certainly hope that you guys got a lot out of today. And we want to invite you back tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be our second and final day of the convening. So on the agenda, as you do see, we are going to start again promptly at 12 noon. And we are going to start off with our wellness session with a laughing yoga with our cohort 5, Mr. Harvey Hinton. So everyone, thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening, and we will see you all tomorrow.
It looks great on interwoven so far.
And
Sound
then
everything.
Can we please add the break times into this agenda? Like, this is straight through, like, there's no way anyone.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
would
that's
you
a
like-
good point.
yeah, I mean, I totally agree, but where would you all want to?
Like, there should be 2 breaks for this whole.
So
like,
after
Fridays.
after the shift health accelerator, because at that point, it's after 2 o'clock. So before you go into the specific cohorts, because those are going to be, I'm going to assuming those are going to be really focused things.
So are these the break the Zoom rooms right here?
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. That's for Fridays. Yes.
That might be a little confusing. You would want to announce the break in the main stage. Like, please meet back in like 15 minutes.
Can you say that again, Olivia?
Normally you would want to let people know while they're in the main stage that, you know, you're going to dismiss them for a break for 15 minutes and to come back rather than in between the Zoom rooms. That might cause more confusion because they're switching between different Zooms at that point. Does that make sense?
So like then.
So I would have a break after, well,
They're
There's
in
no
Zoom
main
rooms for the
stage.
rest of the day.
yeah, they're in. So I would have one, you're right, around the 2 o'clock
Yes.
time, or even, yeah, the 2 o'clock, around 2 o'clock. And then right before the CCL in presentation at 4.
Yes.
And the
Typically,
4 o'clock one, that could be just like a 5-minute break where they just get up, do what they need to do, refresh their waters. But
Yeah.
the 2 o'clock needs to like be a 15-minute break before they, because that's also the lunch period for a lot of people. So it'll give them a chance to get their food, and they'll be able to sit in on the sessions and be able to eat and stuff, right?
yes.
I don't know. This is like y'all, it's y'all's call.
No, I hear it. I think it's a good point. Sean, what do you think? Can we reach out to Felipe and see if we can, if they can stop at like 1:50?
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, even if you don't want to cut there short, we can cut the conversations 5 minutes. That's where I would shave it. Instead of asking Felipe to change his, we can just shave off 5 minutes from the walk and talks.
There should be 2, so we can do both.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you want to change it on the back end, not the front end, because then you would mess up the start times for
Mhm.
the sessions. You want to keep those the same.
I agree. All right. Can you, Olivia, go back to, I guess, the agenda, the one we have the agenda for all of the days, the slide?
Here?
Here we go. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, so for the first day, want to do a break after or right before we go into the cohort sessions, have everybody take a break.
Yep, and that can be announced since this is still gonna be the main stage, that's the 1 o'clock
Correct.
welcome overview. So
That
that
is
can be
correct.
announced in the main stage so that everyone hears it all at once and they can all leave to go for their 15-minute break.
Yep.
And then come back into their cohort session.
Okay, so we'll create a slide that will say 15-minute break. And then after that 15 minutes, then we'll transition to the other slide. If they come back, they know, then they should know where they should be. That makes sense? Everybody with me so far? Okay. And then we'll do another one before the interwoven. So after they come back from the walk and talk, the cross cohort conversations, we'll have another slide up. I'm saying a 10-minute break from there, because not everybody may not participate in the walk and talks, you know? So 10-minute break from there.
Can you say what
So
the first break on day 1 was?
So it'll be announced at the end of the welcome overview before the 2 o'clock cohort sessions.
Okay.
And then I would have everyone come back into the main stage with the break slide up and let everyone know that too.
So the
Welcome
limiting
back, everyone. We're gonna break for about 10 minutes before we move on to our next activity.
sort of the limiting factor with the cohort session on day 1 is that it's peer coaching. So like that has to start at 2. So we'll cut the welcome down. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah,
On day 1?
on day one, the welcome overview, cut it down by 10 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes, is that possible?
Yeah.
We just have to talk to Tony about it. It's going to also take people a little bit of time to get into it. So I would like speakers should not be planning. They need to build in some 5-minute buffers to allow people to get in.
I feel like on day 1, to break after the welcome is like might deflate energy. I feel it. I'm thinking like they're going to be in this wellness session for 45 minutes and then have a break. Then they're going to be in a welcome where the last thing they're hearing is Tony being really inspirational, Tony. And then they're going into a session to like be with their peers.
Can we
So
just
are you
have like
wanting to have it
a 5-minute?
In between the 2 and the 3:15? Have it
That's
there where they can,
I would
Before they go
put
in?
it there. Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yeah, because
And
I mean the cross cohort conversation it's a walk and talk, right? It's like it's not anything formal. No one's presenting, so people can, right? As long as we frame it that way, where it's like come as you can, take a break, do what you need to do, and like join when you're able to.
So
Yeah.
typically for learning, people usually 90 minutes is kind of like a limit. And anyone else that if they're just full, they're going to naturally take a break anyway. I mean, just at least I know I do sometimes.
Yeah, I think I would encourage whoever are leading the cohort sessions to do something like very active based the first 5 minutes, even if it's just like encouraging people to get up, stretch, you know.
Yes. Yeah, because 3 hours.
And that'll give more people time too. So maybe their first slide that they have is something that is instructing them to move around, get up, get a drink, you know, whatever it is. We're starting 5 after or something like that. We, you know, give people time.
Okay.
This slide is very hard to process. I'm wondering if maybe if you just move where it says the convening agenda in 12 to 5, if you just move that up some more and give a little bit of break, that might help the eye kind of digest.
Okay. Do we even need the title?
Can you
Yeah.
put where it says culture of health leaders, fall convening agenda up in the green? And then that way it's just the days instead of
I don't know. I have to check because this is a template. So I have to look and see if that's possible.
If it's not possible to change it in that, I don't know if it is either. You could probably take out the 12 to 5. You could probably take out the time under convening agenda. I mean,
Or you could just put it on one line too. Some space.
Okay.
all right.
I mean, is this even helpful? Do we need to present both days on day one, or should we just do day one overview and then at the end of day one, we're going to do a day two overview?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I personally think you only need that one. I mean, that's me. I think you only need one.
I guess. I think the other thing too, the highlight is like where the breaks are, so people can plan breaks like in their own schedules, you know, like, oh, okay, bathroom break this time, or I can go grab food at this time kind of thing.
Okay.
All right. All right. Thank you. And then, yes.
Who's doing the agenda on day one for the next day?
Can you repeat that?
I didn't hear everything you said.
Who's going over the agenda for the following day? on day one
I am.
For this slide? Okay.
Yes.
Great, so you just went over the agenda, so I move on.
Yep.
Can you put in
Or
laughing
that's it.
yoga featuring Harvey Hinton? So like just people are just graining it ingraining it into them.
Okay. All right. So moving on to the next one, we said we're in the next day. So we got day 2 slide. Yep. And then I introducing, okay, everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to your day 2. We are going to, I want to introduce you all to Mr. Harvey Hinton with cohort 5. He is going to instruct us through a laughing yoga. So Harvey, and I'll read out the little blurb of no, I'm not even, I'll let him do that. And just introduce Harvey, then he's going to talk about laughing yoga, the benefits and the features of that, and he's going to lead us through that. That is going to be at about a 20-minute session. Next slide. And then I believe that I'm turning that one back over. It's going to.
And just so y'all know, my cursor is not going to be all over the screen.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Touching.
And then it comes back to me, and then I am going to be introducing Joelle and Xavier. And
I think
Mm-hmm.
it feels a little bit like jumping into business as usual with this. I'm wondering if we can acknowledge like, okay, this was like, we did it, you know, day 2, like we made it through this new platform. Like everyone, you know, thank you for hanging in with us as you learn, as we all learned, you know, together kind of thing, and just like congratulate each other for that. We made through the experience. We learned like if there was anything we need to acknowledge in terms of troubleshooting, that, you know, we've identified it or flagged it, and any sort of announcements or something from the NPC, I think would be nice. I also wonder if there needs to be some like framing from the NPC. Day 2, Rachel.
About what?
Maybe it's like the network opportunity or something like that, like just something that is, I'll think about it.
Okay.
And yeah, I would just put Xavier Brown. Oh, I don't know Joelle's last name. I would never use her last name. I would just put their names on it, Xavier Brown.
Can we get like a photo of them maybe or something? Don't we have the pictures from the website of them? I think the blog. Hold on. Or go ahead. I'll look and see.
Yeah, so we add that on there, then they do their presentation, they're talking, everything's great. Oh, Raylo, oh, everybody, thank you so much. Oh, this was great. Okay, then we will invite them. If you guys have any questions, and if you guys have any questions for Joelle, so they will be hanging out here a little bit longer in the Interwoven platform. If you guys want to chat with them and ask them any questions, please feel free to do that. And we said this is when we're going to take a break before we go into Felipe, right? And Jen, for the shift health?
No, it would be after.
After
It'd be
that one. Okay. So yeah, because here's the thing. So if we're telling them Q&A, if we're saying now, okay, then join Joelle and Xavier for Q&A, and then now they're going to move over to Zoom. They're no longer going to be in Interwoven.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, Rachel, that, you know, it might break the flow, but you're talking about this is 3 hours straight that they're now taking without a break. This does not, it just doesn't make sense to me. I feel like they'll lose focus more by not having a break.
No, I appreciate what you're saying, Olivia. My thought is like half an hour of it is like a laughing yoga session, right? Like I'm just thinking about like what's happening, what the agenda is, and like what's happening. And it's like they're not being lectured at for 3 hours straight. It's like an engaged, just an engaging time. And I also think that like part of the reason why we're having the first 2 hours on Interwoven is so people don't have to be like in a Zoom room, cameras on, looking at each other, right? Like they can self-break, they like can move around and do stuff.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm coming from. But I think, you know, I think it's fine if we put in a break here, in between going from like one to another, or going from the main stage to Zoom.
I mean, it's really up to y'all. This is y'all's show. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine with wherever you guys want to put the break. As long as I can get a slide.
Yeah.
So,
Olivia, it's hard for me to hear you, Olivia. You keep like trailing off. So I missed what you just said.
can you hear me now? Okay.
Yes.
I said it's honestly fine wherever you guys decide on where, as long as I can just get a slide where it says break. You know, I'm
Okay.
good with wherever you guys decide to put it.
Okay, I'll update the slides.
All right.
So they'll go to Trunks for the Shift Health Accelerator.
Mm-hmm. Right. So as a moderator, I will, you know, direct them. Hey, as you know, said, all right, everyone. So I'm mindful then to say, hang out, you know, if for Xavier and Joelle to do Q&A, if they're now going to be moving to Zoom, we're asking them to move away from Interwoven. So, and then the same token, you know, I don't, you know, if they're having conversations with Joelle, they should be at the shift, you know, it's taking one from the other. So.
So this will be the slide that's up when they're going into the sessions with Trunks.
Yes.
And then at 3:15, I'll move on to this one.
That is correct.
So this will be up when they come back into the main stage.
That is correct.
Okay.
And what's the next slide? Okay. So that's it. They never really, on day 2, after they leave, after Joelle and Xavier speak, I think everything else is in Zoom from that on. There's really nothing that's being shown on the main stage except for slides, Olivia, after that.
Okay, so I'll just follow the timing that's on the agenda.
Yes,
for these,
ma'am.
to have these up on the main stage, so if they do pop in, they know
Yeah.
they have a direction.
That is correct.
Do you think it'd be
Yeah.
helpful to say, for like, Liv, can you go back one more? Like if you have a prompt there that it's like scroll to down the agenda for the link or something like that. So anytime we're transitioning from the main stage to a Zoom room, if we're like just giving them that instruction prompt.
Right here, join Rachel's room to discuss the community change. For this one.
Just wherever it is, I don't know. Hold on, let me look at the main agenda. So main stage on day 2, we're transitioning at 1 o'clock over to the Zoom room.
So that would be community change in Rachel's room.
Wait, am I looking at the wrong
No,
thing?
at 1 o'clock on day 2, we go to shift health.
So that's strong.
That's
That's-
Trump.
So
Yeah.
what we
Trump.
have listed here is what we need to have listed on the other. Is that what you're wanting?
Find this. Oh, it's there. Okay, sorry. Yeah, but then is it always Rachel's room?
So we should have it, you're wanting it listed here.
No, we're not transitioning back from the main stage. Yeah.
Alright.
But wait, how? Rachel, I'm a little bit confused following this because there will be leaders in different room, right? Because there's Rodolfo's room and Hanley's room going on from 2 to 3:15. Then they all collapse into Trung's room from 3:15 to 3:50. Am I on the right day?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, day 2.
Right.
Then everybody moves from Trung's room over to Rachel's room. Correct?
Oh, that's a good point. So we can just keep it as Chung's room.
So just
and then-
keep them in there rather than having to
Yeah,
transit. I think that
that's
would
just
be
easier.
easier.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Or it can all just be Rachel's room at first.
Whatever you would like, Trung. But yeah, we can just keep them all in the same room from 3:15 on. And like the point of the last 2 slides that say like join so-and-so's room for the community change leadership network. It's like that's going to be on the live stream on the main stage. So if someone had to step away, right, and they're gone, it's like they go back to the main stage, see that, and it's like, oh, that's where I'm supposed to be. Let me scroll down. It's like another way that we can like inform people of where we are.
So even in
I
the
just
Zoom
want to know the
breakouts,
timing between these 2 slides.
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah, I can
have,
put
the agenda is not pulling up for me, that's why. I don't have it. The timing between this room, community change leadership, and gratitude. I'm just trying to.
Got it. Yeah, it's 4 to 4:30 and then 4:30 to 5, but I can put it in there.
And then at 5 o'clock, I'll have this slide up and appreciations are gonna be done in your Zoom. Is that correct?
4:30 appreciations.
4:30.
Started 4:30. Mhm.
Right, so the main stage is completely done, pretty much. Like, there's not gonna be any speaking after 3:15 on this.
On the day 2, there's no
On day
speaking on the main stage after 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock,
Mhm.
okay,
Everything else is going to be
Right.
happening in Zoom rooms.
all right, that's simple enough.
Yep. Yes, okay. Tara, questions, comments, concerns? What we've gone over so far? This was really rough, we know.
No, I mean, I think it was, I think it was exactly what it needed to be. I think, Rachel, I just have a few questions because I want to make sure we get the instructions to Gail and Natalie and Dee Colello, where, because they're not going to be able to go. I think they will struggle if we send them to the, I may struggle even in real time if I go to the Excel sheet. So just like wanting to get their information all in one space and easy to
Yes,
follow.
yes.
But
Dee,
no,
have
this
you-
is congratulations.
Dee, have you sent out the presenter note yet?
I haven't sent it, I have not sent it to Gail. I have not sent it to Gail. I wanted us to do this run through to make sure there was no other. I didn't want to send her multiple stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
Did you send it to Dee and
No.
or Natalie? Okay.
No, because I wasn't quite sure if Natalie was, I didn't know if Natalie and Dee, I thought Dee was confirmed, Coelho, but I didn't know if Natalie was confirmed.
Okay.
Can we get back on the other Zoom to discuss with everyone, like, what about
All right, so
are we good?
yeah, we're good with the live, with actually streaming
Yeah.
live from this. So
I don't know
yes.
if anyone's on the other, are people still on the other one?
No, I closed it.
Yeah.
Oh, can we just like not go live or turn off live?
Yep. That's what I'm
Yeah,
doing.
I have another meeting to go to, so I will